It's that time again. Am I too dark? It's that time of year again here in the Rocky Mountains. The leaves have all changed color and started falling to the ground. Thank goodness I got mine all cleaned up the other day before we got our first snowfall of the season. It's the time of year where all the different ski resorts start saying they're about to open. Everybody's blowing snow and battling for that first place crown. Here in Colorado, it's usually Keystone Resort and A-Basin that are struggling to be the first that opens every year. Last year, Keystone had announced they were opening first, and then A-Basin came in a few hours earlier and announced that they were opening with an even skinnier white ribbon to death than normal. A little bit of a douchey move, but they did get the crown. I think those of us that made it to early season for both of those resorts, we know who had the better snow last year. And speaking of last year, I made a video showcasing both mountains before they open, so you can sort of see how much snow they've blown, and you can sort of see how much snow they've gotten and who might actually open first. This year, instead of using the DJI Mavic Zoom, we're using the Air 2, and we're gonna take this thing up and we're gonna see how much snow they've blown over here at Keystone, and then we're gonna run up the road to A-Basin and see where they're at, so you guys can make a judgment for yourself where they're at and who you think might open first. If you're looking for a drone for yourself, this particular one has great battery life, has a great camera on it, and is in the mid-range as far as affordability goes. I will link to it in the description below. Let's go ahead and get this thing in the air, roll some music, and enjoy these views of Keystone before these clouds roll in and we can't see it anymore. Looking at that video, it looks like Keystone's got quite a ways to go. I know they've only been blowing snow for a little bit, but they got that new, what, $5 billion or $5 million snowmaking system. It was some ungodly amount of money that they spent a couple years ago, and it paid off because the snow that thing makes feels like real snow. You can tell at Keystone when you're on a run like School Marm, where they have that new system set up compared to like Spring Dipper or somewhere else that's way on the other side that's using the older snow blowers, the snow feels different. It also seemed like Keystone was nowhere near opening last year, and somehow out of nowhere they blew so much snow in just a matter of a couple days that they opened way earlier than expected. So I would not put it past them this year to pull something off like that again. This is one of my favorite viewpoints from up here at A-Basin. It's just right above the base, and you can see like everything from here. And I can also see that they got a lot more snow here at the base of A-Basin than they did down at Keystone, because I live down there and we only got about 2 inches and they got probably about 4 up here. Now Keystone and A-Basin are my go-to mountains because I live right down the road from both. So if you are planning a trip up to Colorado to do a little riding and you're going to either of those two mountains, keep your eyes open for me. I'm wearing like blue jacket. I'll be riding my board by Gilson that I designed the graphic for, the Leviathan, linked below. If you guys like this graphic and you're looking for a new board, help go pick one up. It's pretty badass if I do say so myself. I am working on a second board for Gilson right now for a powder board. Similar graphic, sort of a set. Also, it's pretty easy to spot me because I'll have my custom Yeti sticker that I designed and make on my helmet which you can also pick up in the description below for yourself, your board, your helmet, whatever you want to get it for. Just from what I can see on the drive up here, A-Basin already has more snow blown on their main run that they're going to open than Keystone does. Keystone has a lot to catch up with, but don't count them out yet, because it blew my mind how much they were able to produce once the temps dropped last season with that new snowmaking system. Let's go ahead and roll some music and take a look at A-Basin and see where they're at. I gotta say that right now A-Basin seems to have way more snow coverage, but they are at a higher elevation. They're able to get more snow naturally than Keystone because of that, and they have a much shorter run that they got to fill up with snow, and they are killing it at the moment. So I don't know who's going to be first, because they have to have, I think, an 8-10-inch base before they can open that run and open for the season. Right now, it looks like A-Basin would win, but because of what happened last year, I'd say it's anyone's game. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Who you think's gonna actually win based on this footage, based on the snow in the forecast, and who do you think might be open way before Halloween? Because somebody's always open by Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, make sure you're following the channel, because I am trying so hard to put together a really fun Halloween snowboard video. All that being said, thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the footage, and I'll see you in the next one.